you need an adjustment, just let me know, because there's so many different variations. Okay. All right, so from this position, we're going to try to come into what I call a hammock pose. Okay, everybody can kind of see me? Okay, good. We're going to leave the left leg suspended like it is. We're going to release the right one, and then we're just going to thread it over to the side. So both legs are in the left leg loop, and we just let go of the right one. And I am saying this backwards, so let me know if I screwed up. So our hips are supported, our head is supported. It's like a hammock pose, right? On the side. Really good. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bring our arms out of the swing. So we're kind of birthing in the opposite direction. So bring your arms out. We're going to grab for our leg loop. Trust me, it's worth it. I know you're like, are you sure? Are you sure we're coming out of the cocoon? We're going to grab for the leg loop, and we're going to put it on like it's a t-shirt. Right? Put it over the head and underneath both shoulders. See if you can get it. Yeah, watch out for the hair. Put it underneath the shoulders. Very good. You got it. Does everybody feel like they're in a good spot? Sort of, kind of? Yeah? Yeah. So this is hammock pose. So we're going to clasp our hands underneath our head again. Just chilling. Just imagine that you're at the beach. Warm summer breeze. Not hard, not a stretch. The imagination here. Sipping a Mai Tai, whatever it is that you like. Green juice. And we're just going to gently rock from side to side. So I call it fishtailing. So you're pushing your feet down into your leg loop, slightly pressing up your hips. Right? This is my world-class favorite pose. Wherever you are, just let it feel good. If you need more support anywhere, just adjust. So this is not exactly a yoga pose. We've strayed away from the yoga translations for a minute to enjoy some hand action. Right? So if anybody has neck and shoulder issues, let me know if this is uncomfortable. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a transition to put the leg loop around the head and neck. Okay, so you can spread it out so it's kind of covering the ears like a little muff. Tuck your chin slightly into your chest. If your neck is happy, you can let your arms kind of hang down, stretch the cervical spine. If you need a little bit more support, you can actually reach up and hold onto the leg loop, and that makes it a little bit more easy. But wherever you are, just make sure the neck feels happy and supported. This is a great neck stretch. Now we're just going to, our weight is supported, so we don't have all of our weight on our cervical spine. Just enough, just a millimeter of traction in the neck. That's all we want. So tuck your chin just a little bit more into the chest. Yeah, thank you. There we go. Is that okay? Beautiful, guys. Okay, now we're going to slowly release that. Hold on to that leg loop. Bring it in front. Get back into your little cocoon. And we're going to change sides, just for symmetry and for fun. So get the right foot into the leg loop. Release the left leg. Put it into the right one. So both legs are in the right leg loop. Pause in between. Just release the left leg loop altogether. Take it out of the way. Nice deep breath. So both legs, so you can do whatever you want, Jasmine, I'm just saying. Both legs on the right side. When you're getting there. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms out. Get the leg loop on the left side and thread it over both shoulders. Okay, we're going to get a little bit more engaged on this side. We're just going to see how it goes. Nothing too crazy. So first, we get into what's familiar. Clasp the hands behind the head. Press your legs down into the leg loop, and you'll notice you can lift your hips then. Yes. You start to grow and extend. Beautiful, guys. That's it. You can let the hips be relaxed, but it's nice to get a slight back bend into the pose. Okay. And then we're going to try to do a little bit more of a back bend here. I want you guys to reach forward, grab the bottom edge of your swing, and then pull it up. So it's behind the back, so it's above your butt. And then from there, you're going to lean back a little bit more. Another supported back bend. So not this end, this end. Yes, pull it above your butt. Yes. I know you don't want it. There you go. It's like rebirthing, coming out of the canal very slowly. So now the hands are clasped behind the head if you need support, or you can try to just extend the arms. Slowly relax. Take some nice deep breaths here. Now you might be rocking gently from side to side if you like the fishtailing, go for it. Add some more swagger to your swing. Beautiful, guys. Alright, slowly coming back up. Let's try the next stretch. So we unthread from underneath the arms and let the leg loop be around the neck. Be careful of your hair, your earrings, and necklaces, and everything else that's going on. Just support the head and neck in a way that feels good. It's a little bit of a wrap. Beautiful. I like it when the chin is slightly tucked into the chest. And make sure that the cervical spine is getting the traction in nicely. And in this pose, we can let the hips hang down slightly. Behind the hips, we get a little bit more of a neck stretch. So play with the sweet spot. Where does it feel the best for your body's needs for today? You guys look amazing. All right, slowly coming out. Release the hold around the neck. We're just going to hold on to, like a choo-choo train. It's called a wrist rock. And then our left knee is going to find a ground. So we're all bunched up now. Maybe. You don't have to come out, but we are moving on. There you go. Now we're going to come into some one-legged stretches, which is part of our training, which I promised to do today before I forget. So again, this is like wagging the tail. We're just going to wag our leg in space. Really easy. I like to have my knee out on an angle. It's okay to have it straight back, but we're just going to let our hips kind of sink down. Perfect, guys. Beautiful. Just stay here for a few breaths. No big deal stretches. If you want to go a little further, you can like unleash your toes and hold onto your foot for a deeper hamstring stretch. For those who like to stretch the hamstrings, for those who don't, you can just hold on to the leg. If it feels really far. A little bit of core strengthening. We're going to engage our left arm. We're going to lift our knee up into our chest and lean back. If you want, you can bring your elbow to your knee, like supermodel, right? Touch. Exhale, lower back down, lengthen. Inhale, back up. Touch. Exhale, come on back down. Just 5 of these. Inhaling up. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale. Okay. So one more time, we're going to inhale, lift, toe touch. So plank toe touches is when we extend the arm and leg, we stay flat body, like a plank, and then exhale, squeeze. Let's try 5 of these. These are the hard ones, so only do it if you want to. And for those who love core strengthening, there's only like 3 of us on the planet. But I'm sure one of you is here, Amy. The rest of us like me. Yeah. It's good for us. It's like our green beans. Push your hips up towards the sky, Heather, like you need it. There you go. Smile, everybody, smile. Okay, hold the foot up. Now we're going to hook. So hook the back of the heel onto the swing, not the leg loop, the swing. All the way up there. Yes, all the way up there. Nice. And then just drop the hips. The more you drop the hips, oh yeah, the deeper the outer hamstring IT band stretch. Really good for running, swimming, biking, all of those things. So this is the more we relax into it, we can release our arm if you want. If you like the supermodel, you can stay the supermodel. Otherwise, yeah, just lean into it. Yes, there it is. That's it, Amy. That's the one. You can make the sound for this pose is ah. You know, every pose has a sound. It's like ah. That's the one for this. Okay, great. So we're slowly going to release. Let's change sides. So we find the leg loop on the left. If you like spreading it out, it's a little bit easier to spread out. Go ahead and do it like that. You can always adjust the swing. And then release the right foot down to the ground. Come into your choo-choo. So I just do a wrist wrap. It just helps us lift. So first, knees down on the ground, no big deal. Hamstring stretching, wag your tail. Although your tail's on the side of your body, it's a little funny. It's okay. So we're just lubricating the hip joint. Nice and easy. It's like as far as we go sometimes in our practice. This is how I watch movies. By the way, this is it. Usually when I get in the swing, this is the extent of the work that I do. I mean, I do some sit-ups, but most of the time I'm just chilling.
You don't make yourself do all of it.
Well, I do it at least once a month. I'll just do it in the teacher training. Good. No, I love it. I do that. Okay, we lean back. We use our tutu, right? We pull our knee up into our chest. Go ahead and do the supermodel so you're supporting the neck, and then knee to elbow. Go ahead and extend. Stay in a flat body if you can, and then pull the knee up into the chest. Core strengthening. Really good. There we go. Crunch. And then expand. Use your breath. I like inhaling on the way up and exhaling on the way down, but you can reverse it. You can exhale and squeeze and inhale, expand, whatever you like. Okay, 5 of those. I don't really count. You probably noticed. Okay, next one. We're going to extend the arm, extend the leg for the toe touches, and then we come into plank. So I inhale here, and then I do exhale, squeeze. Yeah, there you go. That's good. You can just hear like I got it. Somebody hold my leg for me. So do 5 plank toe touches if you can. Now if anybody wants to make these harder, you take the leg loop, you crunch it up into the arch of the foot, and then you really have to engage to the left leg. Just a little hint, if you don't want to make it hard, keep the leg loop spread out. So that's the trick. When the leg loop is crunched, you have more engagement through the whole back body. So that would be like the crazy hard body boot camp, blah, blah, blah. But for the rest of us who just want to play, we're going to kick up, hook the right other side, Bob. I know there's lots of options. No, not the other side of that swing, the other side of the swing. Yes. But thank you, there's about 15 different ways that you can hook there. Every time somebody does it, they're like, they come up with something new. It's amazing. It's like, no, just here. I learn every day, learn something new. The more you drop your hips, the deeper the stretch. If you do need to relax your head back into your hand, that's fine. If you get your body straight up and down, that's when you really get the outer hamstring IT10 stretch. Really good. Thanks, guys. Beautiful. Okie dokie. All right. Let's go ahead and bring that foot down to the ground. We're going to bop up. So you inspired me. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to bop up into a lunge on the right. So everybody's going to get the leg loop nice and tight at the ankle, and then we're going to turn it over into a quad stretch. A gigantic quad stretch. And then we walk our foot forward so we can come into a lunge on this side. Last pose in this series. If I hold on to the leg loop, reach back for the leg loop, not the swing. Yeah, it's a bigger stretch. There we go. Sit down into it. Flex the foot back so that doesn't come flying off. There you go. Yeah, big stretch. Wow, right? So we're going to move into our dancing Shiva sequence that looks like this, but this is actually the easier version. And that's going to be the most extreme stretching we do today. Everything else will be easier, I promise. Okay, turn the leg back over. Just hang out in a floating pigeon here. If you want to do an I Dream a Genie, you can cross one leg over the other.